So, this map is one of my favorites. I know I say that about, like, every world. But this one is just very... what?
Keep going. Listening.
Concerning me.
No, you're good.
Because I really like... the, I like Japan. I like Japan-themed levels. It's nice. Also, we had a little break. We walked across the street. We bought a gas station.
Yeah. All the Hergus Burgers money.
All the Hergus, dude. How much money? Check the bank account. Whoa.
5 cents.
Speaks I put 5 cents. Fucking real as shit dragon.
I was always confused why there's just a random fucking dragon just chilling in Mario.
That did screw with me too. Like, I think... What the f... I think it's funny. For shock value, at least.
Yeah, I was like, is this Mario or Final Fantasy?
They just haven't realized... Like, they didn't even style it properly, and I love that.
Yeah, they're like, here's an actual dragon you would see in any other AAA game. Here's Skyrim in the Mario.
Oh yeah, I forgot that he's going around collecting everything for the wedding.
Yeah.
I legit forgot that was the... I forgot that we weren't just, like, playing Mario.
This is the plot. What Mario is known best for. The plot. Wait, there's more of this map? I thought you just go fight the dragon.
Cool to me. I fucked up.
I've never seen anyone die in this game.
Well, stop!
Alright, you got this time. Easy.
Genuinely, last time
First try.
I just took all the damage right at the start because I was playing like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I saw that.
Do you remember... Okay, Ocarina of Time affected me deeply.
Okay.
Emotionally speaking. I have so many problems. No.
I'm dying on the inside because Ocarina of Time. I need help, please.
The thing is, Majora's Mask is actually my favorite Zelda.
I live in Majora's Mask too.
Like, it has so much... You know, all the reasons.
Yes.
One day when we play it, I will gush for hours on it.
Okay.
But I love the whole vibe, the music, everything about that game. But Ocarina of Time, like, was, for some reason, that game was very influential.
Yes.
And it very much got stuck in my brain. Where,
Yeah.
like, this makes me think of the one boss, Bongo Bongo, whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah.
But the boss of the Shadow Temple.
Yeah.
Also, in that game, I would get lost, and my solution to getting lost was actually similar to this. So instead of, like, stopping and thinking, I would just fucking wander around.
Yeah, eventually you'll figure it out.
And the thing is, it's like, because of that, I knew every song by heart, because I just got fucking stuck when it came to the Forest Temple. I couldn't figure it out, how to get to the Adult Forest Temple. And then I figured it out, and I was like, oh, this is so cool, this game has more to it.
Like, wow. There is something about, like, figuring out stuff on your own.
Yes.
And not looking it up, walking a walkthrough, or bringing the manual back in the day. And you're just like, oh, some cool stuff. That was with Mario 64 when I first played it. I was like, oh.
Okay. Mario, so when I was younger, I thought that reading was stupid.
Yeah.
And the thing is that, like, because of that, I would never read, even when I was playing video games.
Yeah, no, I played Final Fantasy, didn't read.
And, like, so the thing is that I remember playing Mario, and I was like, how do I beat the boss? And so my brother would let me borrow his Nintendo DS. It was the original Fat Boy. And I'd be like, how do I beat him? He's like, yeah, you have to read. I'm like, I'm not going to do that. How do I beat it? And he's like, just read it. I'm like, it's not going to help, but okay. And then I read it, and it's like, please don't swing me around by my tail. And I was like, oh! And from that day, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to learn how to read so I can play games.
Yeah, I remember I played Final Fantasy. First Final Fantasy I played was Final Fantasy 8? And I would not read. I would just skip through all dialogue. My dad would come in. He has, like, his PlayStation, his Final Fantasy. And he was just like, why are you, like, not reading? I'm like, how do I do this? He's like, you have to talk to everyone. I was like, what do you mean talk to everyone? Like, that's stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
But you didn't try to, like, specific people, but he would just, like, just talk to everyone to read. They'll tell you what to do. Never did. I got past, like, the first disc, or not even first disc, but, like, I was like, hey, game's bad. I go back to it later, I'm like, because I bought it on PS4 or whatever, it was out. And I was like, damn, this is actually a lot easier when you read. But, like, later on in Final Fantasy, you don't have to read. Like, 15, you don't have to read shit.
Here's the thing.
You just go through the game.
As a kid, I think you don't really... My socks are fucking deteriorating. As a kid, you reading schoolwork, and, like, but the day you figure out that, like, with reading you can get farther in the video game, that was the day when I was like, oh, fuck, reading.
Yeah.
And, like, I remember the day that I figured out that you could actually read to learn about shit that you actually found interesting. 'Cause in my mind, reading was all about just, like, you had to read what other people fucking wanted you to know, and that, for some reason that pissed me off because I was the fucking shitty kid. And then I figured I was like, oh, you can read to learn... Because I loved cats. And I was like, you can read to learn about cats? Holy shit.
Yeah, I'd always be like, oh, I'll watch, like, videos or, like, whatever on it, but as soon as I had to read something, I'm like, nah. Even back when I was, like, when there's subtitles in a movie, I'd be like, nah, it's stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not reading that shit. Now I'm like, anime? Subbed? Okay.
No, exactly. Because now you're like, it's just natural.
Yeah.
This game is beautiful. Like, listen to the music. Just... vibes! It fucking spanks.
It's no Banjo-Kazooie, but it'll do.
It fucking... ooh, it feels good. But yeah, no, look at those rice farmers! I'm not being racist, it's a hat of a rice farmer.
Is it though?
It is. Look up rice farming hat. So, no, here's the thing. Mario Odyssey, am I right?
Yeah.
But no,
we don't need those.
are we talking about reading?
Yeah.
Yeah,
anime subtitles.
The point when he found out that you could actually, like, read shit that you actually found interesting. Oh, I loved Garfield, by the way.
Garfield?
Yeah, no. I didn't know that, like, Garfield was a thing to rag on until well into, like... Because nobody talks about Garfield.
No.
Because who the fuck talks about Garfield?
Yeah.
But, like, I drew him, I listened, I read all the books. Fucking Garfield was the coolest thing. And then, like, I remember one day... I think I was watching some show, and they were like, yeah, Garfield isn't fucking funny. And I was like, what do you mean it's real? And I looked back, and I went through one of the books, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
I was stupid.
Yeah, Garfield's one of those characters where it's like, got popular, but I don't know why.
I think it's because he was funny to a specific medium.
Yeah, just like a fat cat who ate lasagna. It's haha.
He was funny in a certain context to a certain audience that's just gone now.
So us.
So the thing is how long is it until we just play a fucking awful game and I have a mental breakdown?
Sooner rather than later.
Yeah?
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to be playing we're going to play an awful... I know it's coming.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how, but in my loins, I just feel a bad game coming.
Mm-hmm.
I know two things. One, I know a bad game is coming, and two... You changed the sound. And two, I don't know what it is. I just know it will come upon me like a thief in the night.
You won't even see it coming. I'll be like, I have an idea of the game to play, and you'll be like, okay. And then, like, you'll start playing, and be like, wait, this isn't a good game. And then I'll be like, what do you mean? Like, and it'll be Spock Goes to Hollywood.
Dude, can we play Muppets Take Manhattan on MS-DOS?
Yeah.
Fuck you. So
that's the first one you've done of the Note ones.
Really?
I thought you were just going to walk away from it again. You ruined the bit, restart the game, starting back wherever the last save was.
Wait, did I do that?
You ruined the bit.
But yeah, no, Muppets Take Manhattan, or Muppets Take Manhattan, was a game on... So we didn't have Windows. We were a Mac family because Windows got viruses.
Okay, that makes sense, I guess.
No, here's the thing. Until later Windows, early Windows was kind of shitty.
I mean, yeah.
Like, it got... Don't get me wrong, right now I think Windows is a superior operating system, but initially it wasn't great.
No.
And the thing is at the time, so we were a Mac family, and so for a lot of games and whatnot, we would just, we had a Mac.
Okay.
Anyway, so we played Muppets. So, but I think our relationship in this series is probably going to end up, I'm vibing out, having a great time, and you're just going to make me play awful games. You're just going to pick a game, like you're going to be in Valley Village and you're going to see like Sonic Skate shit fuck, and you're like, Kelvin's going to love this.
Play Garfield Racing.
Let's play it right now.
No, thank you.
Right now.
No, thank you.
I've never played Garfield Racing.
Neither have I.
And that's why
it looks really bad.
It looks awful. I don't think it looks fun.
No.
Can we play Garfield?
Home Alone?
Yeah. No, do you know Garfield, A Tale of Two Kitties?
The movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, fun fact, with both Garfield movies, I remember as a kid, that was my favorite movie. Because Garfield was my favorite. So I'd just always watch Garfield.
Okay.
And the thing is I had the book of the movie. I also had the comics, but I had the book of the movie.
Yikes.
And I remember reading a thing, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. But looking back, this fact is fucking hilarious, okay? So apparently they had a Garfield stuffed animal to, like, match the, they had a stuffed Garfield.
Okay.
So that the characters had something to hold and to, like, look at.
Okay.
That they would later CG the Garfield.
Yeah.
But apparently the actors refused to hold and acknowledge it. So they just CG'd it, and that's why the CG looks so bad.
I mean, they'd been better off, just getting a cat that looks kind of like Garfield. And just be like, well, and give it peanut butter, and then have it just do mouth shit, and then work with that.
I just like it.
Better off.
I just like it that the actors fucking refused.
Said, fuck that, I'm not holding a stuffed animal, I'm not a 10-year-old girl.
No, I think... yeah. I think... The other thing that I enjoy... Oh boy. Back on context of Garfield.
Yes. During this Mario Let's Play.
I rewatched the Garfield movies with a friend because I was like, I wonder if they're as bad as I remember them.
They are.
Yeah. we watched them both in a consistent time of 2 nights.
Okay.
And Jared, we recently saw a reference to it, and we both forgot that we watched it. Because it was just such a fever dream of information and things happening.
Yeah?
Because it's very just like, yup, that's fucking happening. There's not much that you can do.
No, it's, yeah.
It's just, Garfield fell over. Garfield slapped Odie.
Garfield does funny things.
Garfield loves Odie now.
Haha.
It's like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, you remember even as like a kid watching it, I was like, I don't think this is good. Like, I watched it, and as a kid, you think everything's pretty good.
Yeah.
But you're deep down, you know it's not very good.
What was the first movie that you, like, remember as a kid being like, this is bad?
This is bad?
Or this is bad, or like, this just isn't quality, yeah.
Probably... I watched, the movie... I think it's called Kiss in the Phantom of the Park or something. It's like the band Kiss, right? Like Gene Simmons and all them. They had a movie about them being at a park, and then they were trying to play a gig. But Gene Simmons, who had like the demon makeup, didn't have any dialogue. He just growled and shit.
What?
And like, I don't think like any like. I think Ace Frehley only laughed. Peter Criss, I think, did stuff, and I think Paul Stanley talked. But, like, the whole movie is just not good. Like, it's very cheesy. It's very, like... It was made in 19... I don't want to get this date correct. We can compare it to movies of the time. One sec here. Kiss meets Phantom of the Park. It was made in 1978. And I'm going to show you just some screenshots here, and I'll probably put them on screen.
Alright.
This is like posters and stuff of the movie.
Oh, no.
That's an actual scene in the movie. That's a scene in the movie.
Okay. So it just looks like a bunch of dudes just fucking around.
Yeah,
in the
it
park.
looks like we could make this movie. I'm telling you right now. We could play all the characters, and I can make this movie. And like as a child, even now, like I'm a big fan of the band Kiss, right? Like they're like they're not. I'm not gonna say the greatest band of all time, but to me personally, are like the greatest band of all time, right? Like two different things. But like my dad even told me, he's like, "Yo, it's not good." Like I watched it, I wanted to love it so bad, so bad. I wanted to love this movie, and I couldn't do it. Like one day, dude, maybe we'll watch it. We'll do like a commentary over it.
Yeah.
But it's like fuck.
Okay. For me, it was Sonic X.
What do you mean? I like that movie.
No,
it's fine though.
The show, and I remember just having this because I thought Sonic was cool, and I just remember having this distinct moment of like, I don't think I'm enjoying myself.
Which is weird because I watched it like not too long ago, and I'm like, this is fine. Like, as far as what for what it is fine.
Maybe we need to go. Maybe the other thing is, like, I wasn't able to change my focus or perspective of something. Okay, okay. This is on a different note.
Okay.
You know what I think about a lot of shit? With, like, kids shows.
Yes.
With shows that aren't directly for kids. So I'm gonna say, like, on one hand, I think you have, like, you know, what the fuck is that show that goes that's for children? Tubi Binu? Something?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that quality of show.
Yeah, they're literally on, like, morning, like, not even morning cartoon, like, quality. It's, like, literally just made for kids. Like,
exactly.
Like, children, like...
I think with a lot of I don't think something being for kids is a good excuse.
No.
I think, like, because I had a friend where, like, we watched a movie, and it was an Audi commercial where Will Smith turns into a pigeon.
Okay.
What the fuck is it? Okay, hold on. Just look up Will Smith pigeon, and you'll get it. And it was just a bad movie.
Will Smith. Oh, yeah, Yeah.
So,
Spies in Disguise?
Yes. So I remember that my friend really wanted to watch that movie, so he watched it. It was awful.
Yeah, it looked awful.
But my friend is like, oh, it was okay. But the thing is, I don't know. I don't really like to spend my evening to watch an okay film that, like...
Yeah.
And the thing is, so we watched the movie.
Okay.
And we got into this talk. Just because something's for kids, it doesn't make it good, because even take Chronicles of Narnia, the books.
Yeah.
Those are both for young adults.
Yes.
And children. But they also have a lot of stuff that you can take away as an adult from it.
Yes, you can watch it, like, okay.
And the thing is I think, like, even Studio Ghibli shit.
Yeah.
You can enjoy them very much as an adult. But they're for kids.
They're for kids. There are some that you're like, a child probably shouldn't watch this. But it's also from Japan, and their standards are different. And
so, like, one thing that I was thinking about, like, even, have you ever watched the Sesame Street?
Of course.
I went back, right? You know, even though that show it's obviously for kids. It's a learning show.
It's a learning, yeah.
But it's actually relatively entertaining for
It's a high-quality kids show.
That's the thing, is they have, like, enough jokes that aren't explicitly... Because I think adult humor is kind of like, it's a slide-by. It's a cheat.
You have to think about it more.
Yeah, like, that's the thing. I think it's a bit of a cheat, but, like, with Sesame Street, they kind of get away with it.
Yeah.
I think by being like, hey... Like, they just have a very dry humor that I think still makes it funny.
Yeah, wasn't there like Sesame Street where, like, they had, like, Katy Perry on or whatever, and it got banned or whatever?
Yeah.
Because her outfit, it was too much cleavage or something?
But yeah, I still think, like, with a lot of shows, I just don't think they're... I mean, obviously, I don't think they're high quality. But they just aren't good for, fucking, like... I don't know. I, like, watch it and I'm like, I don't know. Even as a kid, I don't think you get much out of it. Because maybe it's just me, but, like, you know, my parents taught me how to... I'm a fucking clown.
Oh, of course.
My fucking parents taught me how to, like, read and shit.
Yeah.
And so I didn't really watch TV to learn.
No, I remember, like, watching the Sesame Street and being like, the letter day is K. And I'm like, yeah, it's a letter. Thanks, Tips. Like,
no,
I
exactly.
get it. Like... But then I know there's some people who didn't, like, know that stuff. Like, they were just like, yeah, no, I learned, like... whatever, Ola from Dora, like, where it's like, I don't think that's where I learned it, but... Fucking clown, dude. Perfect. That works.
This looks fucking awesome.
It looks really good.
Look at him.
It was good. I like it.
Look at his fucking bare-ass normal ears.
That's fantastic. It was an actual person dressed as a clown.
But yeah, no, the thing is, I think, though, there was shit, though, where, like, I don't know. There's a certain point when I think content, like, even shit, there's just nothing for kids. Like, as a kid, you don't have any actually entertaining content. Like, if you're a kid today, maybe I'm wrong, but there's not a lot of kids movies that are truly because as a kid, maybe I just had a fully fucking developed brain early. But a lot of kids content just wasn't interesting. And so I ended up watching a lot of shit from the 90s.
True. And I grew up a lot of the 90s too. Like, that was kind of where I...
Yeah. Or, like, 90s, 80s. Like, I didn't watch anything from the 2000s.
No.
I think maybe I wonder if that's gonna be like if that's gonna change, if we're gonna get more kids content that's actually good.
Doubtful.
Or do you think it's just gonna be like, well, fuck, kids are just gonna start watching? Like, I think what's happening now is a lot of kids are watching more adult content.
I think
the
so.
Kids content is just shit.
Yeah, I remember like when I grew up, like I was born in like '96, so like a lot of the stuff I watched was like Blue's Clues was like the minimum like stupid shit I watched, and then there was other shows like that I remember watching like cartoons like Mickey Mouse and stuff. But then my sister was born and watching that stuff. She was born in 2000. It was just like I remember all being like, this is just worse though, like because like we were 4 years apart, so like when she was starting watching that, I was still kind of like I was pre-teen kind of situation. I would still like kind of enjoy that stuff. And I'm like, this is just bad. And my sister's like, what do you mean? I'm like, no, like.
Yeah.
It's just not good. Even my dad or my mom would be like, who'd like have to sit there and watch me watch these stupid shows. Mm-hmm. Or like, yeah, no, when Jared was little, like, there was at least some entertaining stuff. Like,
that's the thing, is I feel like the other thing, this is as a side note, like, as a kid, you want to be cool.
Yeah.
And so you gotta, do you know what was like the universally agreed on show to rag on? Was Teletubbies.
Yeah.
That's just what it, like...
But I watch it all the time.
Yeah, and I think the thing is, though, is now it's like, there's nothing legitimately that's like, oh, like, I think it's about plot. I think, like, maybe the Avatar I would watch with my kids. Because, again, I think kids, they get a lot more than we give them credit for.
Yes.
Kids are fucking smart.
Yeah, they understand. Like, you could show them, like Avatar. You could probably watch, like, Dragon Ball Z and be fine.
That's the thing, like you show them, like, kids don't get shit. Like, if you, like, try to explain fucking a civil... if you try to explain fucking taxes...
Yeah.
Most kids are gonna be like, I understand, I just don't care.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's like, if you give them the second to learn... By the way, do you like that fucking Mario and Sasuke thing going on with Bowser and Bowser? Like, we have that one who's the spirit, and he's the big enemy at the end of Naruto. You know, the fucking one with the Renegon, and then we got one who's got a fucking towel because he just took a shower. So the thing...
Yeah.
But no, I think when it comes down to the content... No, continue talking.
What? What?
One thing that I don't think I legitimately could do, I don't think I could ever move to LA. Like,
No.
I know it's not even, like, of course, this is pretending that getting into the States, living there.
Yeah.
I couldn't do LA. I think I could maybe do, like... I was right in the middle, dude.
まだ少し体がしびれてる。あのペンギンどうも変だ。